YouTube, what's up with it? You know what time it is. You know what time it is. We finna react to another video. Now look, this is it's called Creepy Family Kidnaps a Guy Crazier than them. I ain't gonna lie. This is me, fool. This is me all the way. I love this type of stuff. I love this type of stuff. So I'm like, why not react to it? Now, please, if you see this, comment below in the comment section if you know any other videos that's like this in the realm, anything, bro. Because I want to react to all of them because I love this type of stuff. I'm a horror fiend, you feel me? Any films like this, any clips, I might need to see the movie myself. Don't be stingy, fool. Let me know so I can react. Show the people what time it is. Other people like me, they want to see it. Nah, real talk though. Let me know in the comment section any other clips like this within this realm. Creepy Family Kidnaps a Guy Crazier than them. You know what time it is. I love this, bro. Listen, so I'm gonna go react to it, but real talk though. Comment below if you know any other clips like this. I'ma react to them.
Welcome to Real Recaps. In today's video, we'll recap a 2020 horror film titled Bloody Hell. At the beginning of the film, we see an incident that occurs in Finland where a young girl named Alia is running from several men in the forest. It turns out that the men who are chasing Alia are actually members of her own family. She then plunges into the lake, but the men manage to catch her before she drowns. After that, the scene moves to a bank, where a man named Rex is waiting in line.
Trying to go get a fool.
It's clear that he's there to see his crush, Maddie. While Rex is talking to her, the place is suddenly attacked by robbers who instantly kills a security guard in the bank. The situation becomes tense. Rex then notices a gun in a woman's bag, but the woman doesn't want to act because it is too risky in such a dangerous situation.
Real talk, don't go for that.
Rex suddenly behaves strangely, where it appears that he is trying to hold his emotions in order not to act.
I ain't gonna lie, that lady ain't no fool. Him's a fool. I ain't gonna lie though, He's a fool. With that little pistol, bro, they had sawed off. Boy, as soon as they hit boom, and that chest is over with, bro. Chill out.
Rashly. Something unexpected then happens, and the woman's bag containing the gun suddenly drops and lands on Rex's lap. After that, the scene moves to a courtroom, where Rex is suddenly sued by the judge for slaughtering all of the robbers at the bank earlier. Despite the fact he saved many lives during
he went to jail for killing the robbers, fool.
He's still sentenced to 8 years in prison.
Man, chill out,
8 years later, Rex is released from prison, and is still.
Bro, he just saved the day, fool. He's a whole hero. He just went to jail for 8 years? Nah, chill out.
Staring at a magazine that has a picture of his own face. It appears on the cover that he is still considered a hero due to his heroic act.
I ain't gonna lie though, that mean dude really like that though. Dude really like that with that gunplay though. If he just got all of them up out of there with sawed-offs point blank, he really like that.
After being released, he is not shunned by society. Instead, he is always noticed by the public and chased around by reporters.
I like that. He need that. He saved the day, fool. How y'all gonna lock him up?
Bearing a different side of himself shows up in the physical realm. His alter ego appears more emotionally mature than himself.
It's two of them.
When Rex can no longer stand their incessant presence, he gets to his feet and throws the table at the entire group. But in reality, it is all just his imagination acting as a release for his emotions due to his current stress.
He going through a lot right now,
Rex is widely regarded as a hero. There are still some people who don't like his heroic efforts and regard him as a psycho. Rex then goes to see his friend and says,
how do you regard him as a psycho?
Which is no longer normal.
And this man saved all these innocent people in the bank. Whole goofies, bro.
He finally decides to leave the city where he now lives and moves to Finland. Plus, the reason Rex wants to go to Finland is slightly irrational. When he was in prison, he shot a spitball gun and it landed right on Finland.
Man, chill out, fool.
The scene moves to a forest, which
that's how you figure out where he gonna go.
Of several people. The people who are
man shot a spitball at the map and said, wherever you land, that's where I'm gonna go.
The man is then forcefully pulled by a strong creature which sounds terrifying. We shift back to Rex, who is now at the airport, and as usual, a random guy starts to film him. Moreover, Rex also notices an odd husband and wife couple who are keeping an eye on him. When things start to get noisy again and people start filming him, he becomes more annoyed, and eventually decides to go to the restroom. However, it appears the couple's husband has already been in the toilet and is staring at Rex while he is peeing in the bathroom. And when Rex returns to his seat, the strange couple's wife gives him a creepy smile. After
I ain't gonna lie, it would have been about that time, fool. Stop staring at me though. Stop staring at me, for real, I would have been hot.
The taxi driver immediately cuts through the taxi line and stops right in front of Rex. When Rex is in his taxi, the driver releases the anesthetic gas, which causes him to become unconscious.
I knew they were gonna set dude up. You knew what time it was with the little creepy people, man. You knew what time it was.
The scene then shifts to Rex, who has been kidnapped and is tied in the basement of their house. Rex's hands are tied to the ceiling and
Bro, imagine being the hero, fool. You saved the day. Probably innocent people from the die. First of all, somebody innocent, they shot the security guard as soon as they pulled up in the... Man, say, you saved the day. Judge sentenced you to 8 years. You get out, going through all this. All of a sudden, you try to relocate to get your mind right. Chill for a little bit, because everybody on your neck. And all of a sudden, they do this. It's about that time. He called that gunplay, so we finna see where it goes.
one of his legs has been amputated.
They cut his leg
Who has
off.
just realized this, tries to scream, but is stopped by someone. It turns out that the person is Rex's conscience, who tells him to keep his mouth shut. After that, he represents Rex to release his emotions by screaming for what has happened to him. His conscience appears to be smarter than he is, and it plays a significant role in both Rex's life and death.
Bro, they
He
cut his
analyzes the
leg
situation
off,
Rex
bro.
is currently in. After completing the observation,
Damn.
his conscience concludes that the perpetrators are the strange husband and wife couple from the airport. When Rex is crying about his condition, his conscience gets irritated and starts thinking of ways to get out of there.
With no
because
leg,
of the
bro.
strength of
Imagine
the
trying to
tie
think
that
about
binds his
how to
hands,
get up out of
his
there. You
conscience has
one
to
leg
consider
short.
other ways to escape. According to his alter ego, if the perpetrator suddenly appears, he must pretend to be unconscious. Furthermore, after noticing lots of bicycles around him, the alter ego assumes that the perpetrators who kidnapped him are a family. Meanwhile, all of the
Makes
family
sense,
members
makes
have
sense.
already
Little
gone to
observation.
sleep upstairs. But the youngest child in the family, named Olavi, is not yet asleep and is curious about their victim this time. Rex,
This time.
who hasn't had enough time
You heard that. You heard that. They said it's curious about their victim this time. That mean they be on it. They be on it. This ain't the first time.
to untie the rope yet, tries to do so with his teeth. The young boy decides to go down to the basement where
Say,
Rex
little
is
homie,
held.
look out for him, bro.
Rex's efforts are in vain because the rope
Hopefully,
is
little
too
dude, look
thick.
out for him, though.
When the young boy enters the room, Rex immediately pretends to be unconscious. Rex then realizes that the person who came is just a child, so he comes up with a plan to make the child an insurance policy to get him out of that place.
Listen, this the only time it's cool to manipulate a little kid. It's about that time right here. Go on and get up in his head. Look out for him. Say he get lollipop or something. So a little toy truck if you let him get up out of there. Anything, bro. It's about that
He
time. So you gotta
persuades
get up out of
Olavi
there.
to come closer, before kicking him in the face with his amputated leg and flanking him with both eyes. Not long after, his sister realizes that her little brother is not in bed, so she decides to look for him in the basement. It turns
Damn.
out that this woman's name is...
Bro, I'm thinking he finna. Boy, I ain't think he was gonna do that to the little dude. Yeah, I didn't encourage that. I just said he should probably. Man, say I didn't think he was gonna do that. I ain't. Man.
And she is the young girl who had tried to run away from
Hey,
the men
man.
earlier. It
Damn,
is her
boy.
family who has kidnapped Rex. At this point, Rex threatens to break the boy's neck if Alia attempts to kill him. But since Rex is too panicked about his own safety, he accidentally lets go of Olavi, which makes him lose his insurance to get out of there. When Olavi is found unconscious in the room, the psychopath family rushes him to the hospital. The mother then slaps Alia because she thought that Alia has hurt her little brother. Alia appears to have a different nature compared to her family and could be a great opportunity for Rex to get out
Damn,
of there.
boy.
This is
She been going
bolstered
through
when
with her
Alia
family.
suddenly smiles and imagines herself married to Rex, indicating an attraction to Rex. Since her family is in the hospital, Alia immediately goes
Nah, they messed
downstairs
up
to
for
see
real,
Rex
for real.
and
Boy,
treat
she
his leg.
thinking about marriage and everything.
Alia
Her
then
little brother
expresses her
unconscious
feelings
finna go to the
Rex.
hospital. She thinking
It is at
about
this
marrying a
point that she
dude
begins
who
to tell
got
the
one
story
leg,
of
who
how
your
her
daddy
family
done
began
cut it
to
off
kidnap
in
people
the
as
basement. You
food for
thinking
her
about
eldest
marrying
brother.
this fool all in the same
Since the
time,
birth
all
of her
that?
first brother,
They
he's been
going through some
suffering from a
things, boy,
disorder that
mentally.
causes him to crave and eat human flesh. They initially found out when he started biting his father when he was a baby. Therefore,
Hold on,
since
they
that
said the little
incident,
boy
her
love
family
human
began
flesh.
kidnapping people to satisfy the eldest brother's hunger. Although
Oh,
Alia
the
didn't
older
agree
brother.
with
They
it.
got another brother.
If the older brother didn't really like the flesh of a person, they were forced to find another victim as a replacement. Night after night, death came to Alia's life, and she had tried many times to run away from her family. But they were always able to track Alia down and imprisoned her in a wooden cage built by her father.
Bro.
After telling the story, Alia
Hey,
begins
boy,
to
if you
feel
clock
sorry
man,
for Rex
say
and leaves the
that's
knife
a
on the
little,
floor.
bro. That's a little bitty box.
She
Fool. That's
asks
scary
Rex
in
to
the
take
mind. I
the
ain't gonna
knife
lie.
himself. Rex manages to get it and tries to cut
I knew
the
she was
rope.
gonna look out for him though.
Suddenly, Alia's brothers appear and want to execute Rex right away.
Alright, here we go.
Rex immediately pretends to be unconscious, and his plan is successful because the brothers cancel their intention. Meanwhile, his personal conscience looks very angry and really wants to end their lives. Just then,
gotta chill
they
in that
notice
moment.
Rex's leg has already been bandaged, and they immediately look for Alia in her room. But Alia turns out to be hiding in the basement. Her brother comes back downstairs and takes her
She
upstairs.
done got caught, bro.
After
God.
that, Rex is injected with some
Now he
liquid,
done got
which
stabbed,
causes him
fool.
to suddenly laugh.
It's a Vecna clock in the
We are then
background.
transported back 8 years prior, when Rex fought the robbers at the bank. We finally get to see how brutal Rex was when he slaughtered all the robbers
Oh,
there.
I knew he was
We
nice,
see
boy.
that his
I knew what time it
conscience
was. If he got it
controlling
better,
him
I
at
knew
that
what time
time,
it
and
was.
even with such brutality, he becomes a hero to the bank visitors. When
Ooh.
Rex tried to save his lover,
Boy,
Maddie,
nice.
the robber
He's
was
real
unnerved
nice.
by the fact that Rex didn't seem bothered by who's gonna die. Even after Maddie was released, Rex, influenced by his own ego, shoots the robber, causing the robber's weapon to accidentally fire off into a cupboard. Unfortunately, a bank employee who was hiding inside the cupboard dies during the incident. And Rex
That's
is sentenced
tough.
to 8 years in prison for allegedly sacrificing other people's lives to satisfy his ego. Plus,
Man, get up out of here, bro. Ain't no way in the world they came to that conclusion up in no court of law. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. I'm not trying to hear that.
since Rex's sentence is too long, Maddie, who had been saved by him, decides to end their relationship because she didn't want to waste her time waiting for him to be released. We then return
Man,
to
that's
Rex.
tough. Then he lost his girl,
When
too.
he regains consciousness,
Yeah.
he notices that his other leg is slowly being cut off by a psychopath. He kicks the psychopath, which causes him to rush off to get an anesthetic. At the same time,
Bro,
Rex
now
tries
he
to
already
cut
got
the
a,
rope
he
that
already
binds
got
his
one
hands
leg.
with the
Now
knife
his
and
other one
nail.
being cut, bro.
When the man returns to him, Rex quickly stabs the knife into the man's ear canal.
Oh,
Without wasting time,
oh, with
Rex looks for
precision
some
too.
tools and
With
weapons
precision.
needed
It
to
was about
escape
that
from there.
time. Boy, get up off of
He finds some equipment. Rex attaches a golf club to his leg and tries his best to get to the top floor. After he
That's
manages
kinda
to get
cold,
out of the
though, I ain't gonna
basement,
lie.
his
It's
conscience
unfortunate,
tells
but
him to
that's
bring
cold.
Elia out of the house as well. When Rex then walks out of the house, he thinks about the words of his conscience again. When both parents return from the hospital, they are shocked by the bloodstains in front of their house. Their parents gather the other children and scold them for letting Rex escape. Fearing that Rex would come back with the police, they plan to quickly move out of the house. Unexpectedly,
we finna go.
it turns out that Rex has been waiting for them under the table the whole time.
Oh, nah,
he
because
killed
I was about to say, bro. I'm like, bro, his conscience told him to come back, fool. I'm like, I know he came back because his conscience is cold in him. I'm going to listen to him, too, if I'm him. If my conscience like that, I'm listening to my... I knew he was going to come back. I'm like, bro, that mean, I seen old girl up in the crate, so I'm like, he still got to be there. It's about that time, though. It's about
Them
that time,
one by
though.
one using a nail gun. As Rex tries to shoot the mother,
Ooh.
the nail bullets run out, and he kicks the mother in the head with the golf club attached to his amputated leg.
Boy,
When
say,
her son sees the incident, he tries to attack Rex, but Rex quickly throws a knife into his
that
body,
boy's
causing him to
nice.
die.
He's
Elia
real
then
nice,
kills her
bro.
own mother, who has just woken
That
up
is,
from
kill your mama, real
unconsciousness.
talk. This the only
After
time it's
all of
cool to
this
kill your
horrific
mama.
incident,
This the only time
it
it's cool to
turns
kill your
out
mama. I
that
ain't gonna lie,
they're
I ain't
still
gonna lie.
not free
Now, I don't
because they
condone
still
that.
have to
I don't
face
condone that. I love my
Elia's
mama to
oldest
death,
cannibal
but right
brother.
here, what it
Her
say?
brother eventually appears.
Look at this
going down
fool.
the stairs with his
Look
big
at this
body
fool.
like a monster. In the end, Rex and the cannibal fight each other. Rex manages to cling to the refrigerator door, and he sees that there is a piece of his right leg inside. He looks happy because it turns out that his right leg still hasn't been eaten by the cannibal. He then takes his right leg and immediately thrusts it into the cannibal's mouth. After it is all over,
Dang, boy,
Rex
say.
takes Elia back to America, where
Dang.
they decide to live together there. One night, Rex and Elia are seen hanging out.
Bro, this man just seen his foot in the refrigerator. He got a whole leg. He got a whole leg that's considered leftovers right now. Real talk, to a whole family, to this little fat man who ran from upstairs. And it's a bone in it, and he have a flashback about the bone in the leg, and he like, I got my leg back, so maybe they can sew it back on because they ain't ate it yet. Then this man killed him by shoving it down his throat with the bone. Pause. Like, boy, say.
With their friends. One of their friends seems interested in Rex. This makes Elia jealous. At this moment, it turns out that Elia also has the same alter ego as Rex. She imagines killing the woman out of jealousy. This suggests the two of them are
That's
a
how it
perfect
be,
match
boy.
since they have similar alter egos.
It's funny because say, real talk, any female in that situation, she gonna have the same alter ego. You know what time it is.
Meanwhile, in another place, the youngest child from Elia's family who has recovered from the injury intends to avenge the death of his family. Thank you so much for watching.
Now
Please
little
like the
homie
video
trying to
if you
come back
enjoyed
later
and
on, boy, because they
subscribe
done
to our
killed his
channel to see
home.
more.
His daddy, his mom, and him.
Scorching heat today,
Well.
steak.
That's tough. I like that though. Hey, like I said, if y'all see any other videos like that, want me to react to them, please leave them down in the comment. Appreciate it.